Yeah, good to be here and glad to know that you are there too as we bring you today's edition of your program, The News Beat, coming to you live from the studios of Kwara Television here in Ilorin. My name is Jide Allen. I'm not alone in the house. My colleague is here, and we do, of course, have a guest with us on the show this afternoon. Okay, I'll skip if I'm allowed to, because it's just sandwiched in the middle of myself and my colleague. At the far end, I've got Abayomi Adeniji. Abayomi, welcome to the show.
Yes, the youngest presenter in town. He's saying hello to everybody out there. Hope you're having a nice time. You can see that man with his grey beard.
Don't be deceived. That your clean shave, the remnant of it is still being captured by our cameras. You know our cameras are very strong. So don't be deceived that because you've decided to visit your Baba. Is it the one in Songo you visited or which one?
No, it's the one of our garage.
Okay, so don't be deceived that you are the youngest.
Okay.
You are on your way out.
Talking about way out, maybe earlier today I watched a television program. There was a 73-year-old woman who was very actively involved in keep fit activities. I mean, it was quite impressive, the weight she was lifting, the meal she was spreading, and she said both she and her husband is 77 and 73. And then she now said something that struck me, which I think every Nigerian should look at. She said at 73, I'm in the departure lounge of life. But I will do my best in everything I do till my plane takes off. I mean... so
in essence, you are doing your best?
Yeah, and I'll keep on doing my best, yes.
Takes off. That's less than a year?
That's the play of Kwara State.
I understand now, yes. I know what you're talking about. Your way out.
Of Kwara State government service. But for the other one, I still want more.
Oh, of course, plenty of years ahead for you and I. Okay, our guest this afternoon is someone who, how many years now would you say? Of course, someone who started something while he was in secondary school, and up till now, secondary school, I'm talking about the 90s, and up till now, is still very much in the business of a same event, even though that's not his profession. He's an engineer by profession, but then he's got passion for the next generation, and he's doing that in so many areas, not just in baseball. I know in the world of computer, he's also doing that to assist the next generation. But this time around, we are looking at the world of baseball and softball. He's been there, you know exactly what it is to be an athlete. Maybe he's not a coach, but then if you say an administrator, maybe you won't be wrong. He is Engineer Oluwole Farumbi, one who is giving back to the society that made him. He graduated from Cherubim and Seraphim College, if I need to say that. Well, Abayomi, which school did you go to?
Rimo College, Kaduna.
Okay, you don't play baseball there?
No, we don't play baseball there, but we used to play cricket. Okay.
Well, I went to CNS College, and this
want to do that for me because okay.
He is the program coordinator of African Youth Baseball and Softball Empowerment Foundation. They are running summer camp at the Abdiwale Baseball Park as we speak for young lads within the ages of 12 and 16. A 2 weeks program, and is ongoing. We'll be coming to an end this Friday. How far with the program? We want him to lead us into all of that. Engineer Oluwole Farumbi, good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon, sir.
Nice having you on the program.
Yeah, good.
Okay, tell us, what is this all about? I mean, we've got a foundation. I'm sure we'll come to the issue of the foundation much later. But let's look at the camp. What's it all about?
Okay, thank you. The kids summer camp is just all about bringing kids or young ones from ages 7 to 14 to learn how to play baseball. Not only that, we're engaging them in the aspect of STEAM, exposing them to science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and also creative arts.
You skipped art.
Also creative arts. You know, where over the years it's been STEM, but now it's STEAM, which is science, technology, engineering, and creative maths and mathematics. So we're also not leaving it at that. It's a 3 prongs, which we also embedded with building SAND, training them on how to conduct themselves using the principles of SAND character. And we do this by doing role plays and enabling them to have that sense of being a good ambassador of the society. So we're trying to balance sport and education with technology. We just don't want them to make it look like they just want to come and play and go home. We just want to balance both the mental, physical, and intellectual skills. So that's what we've been doing. So in the last 8 days, it's been very exciting. It's been very captivating for those kids. Most of them were introduced to the game anew, and they're demonstrating and exhibiting potentials. For the coaches or volunteers taking them, they've seen that, oh, Kwara State has that skill, that potential. Mind you, Kwara is known to be the home of baseball in Africa, going by the baseball park in Adewale. So we, by extension,
in terms of facilities,
in terms of facility, and in terms of the number of professionals or players and coaches that have been involved. Well, it is so because back in 1990, the game was revived at CNS, Champion Seraphim College, when I was in my junior secondary school one then, and it happens to be the place where everybody get clung to it, and fine, Kwara has just been at the forefront of this, but in some years we've retrogressed, so we had to come back to the drawing board. That's fine. We do not, in fact, Kwara is at the verge of not even having players and coaches at national events. So we now thought of it that, oh, what do we need to do to close this gap? Okay, let's bring ourselves together. Let's see what we can do to revive this game and re-engaging the society with this. And that was what gave birth to the African Youth Baseball and Softball Empowerment Foundation that we are having today.
So the foundation is based in?
Yeah, the headquarters is based in Kwara.
Okay.
Ilorin, to be precise.
So talking about being an African Youth Foundation, that means your scope goes outside the shores of
it goes beyond the country. I mean, last year I was in Ghana talking to about 6 or 7 other countries who came to the Baseball 5 event, telling them that this is our idea, this is what we want to push. And because of the population, they were quick to agree that, see, guy, let this start from Nigeria. Once it works in Nigeria, it could work in our country, looking at the population.
You talked about Baseball 5.
Yes.
What is Baseball 5?
Okay, Baseball 5 was birthed out of the quest for the National Olympic Committee for all sports to come up with an innovative aspect of their game. So Baseball 5 came into existence about 7-8 years ago. Yeah, so it's just a abridged version of baseball that you can play with about 5 players mixed. You can play it in an indoor event, an outdoor event. You only need to play with your bare hands using a ball that looks like a lawn tennis, and it takes a shorter time to play the game and get
just like we have in rugby.
Yes. So it's an innovative.
Okay. In order to popularize the game
and increase participation, and it's in the Olympics. It's coming up in the next Olympics.
Then for convenience sake as well.
Yes. Quick adoption. You could play it.
We have some pictures from the Adewale Park of the ongoing softball stadium, softball event. Well, as it is, over the years, what do you think happened that, I mean, at a point in time, General Williams used to be here almost every month.
Very often, yeah.
Then, I don't know what happened from the year 2000 to now. I would say we've not been too active in baseball. The baseball park became more of an event center than a sports, a single sports arena. What happened?
Yeah, thank you. One of the reasons why AYBSF came up with this idea is to look at what actually happened, why the retrogression, what are the gaps that we need to close. So some of those gaps that we observe were in those years that we have our fathers, our leaders who had run the game, there were some capacity gaps. Capacity that could lead to sustainability of the game. You know, when you have those capacity will develop activities, and these activities are actually going to sustain the game. And you know, if something we started 35 years ago, 36 or so years ago, like I said,
1990, that's 34 years ago.
Yes, 1991, I was part of those young kids like them that played the foundation game at the park in 1991 under Jaji Kazil. I was so young and I played like this. So
that's Governor Aluwali
Jaji Kazil. Yeah, it was Ihom that came to
to commission.
That
was then the vice president of Nigeria.
Yeah. So I mean, if that was conceived then and there were followed up activities and sustainability, right, the park would have witnessed growth, participation will have increased, right? And I mean, a lot of things will come up. Now, when you get to the baseball park, fine, we give kudos to the governor of Kwara State. As he came in, he renovated the complex and made it have something nice to see. But like you see, our goal is not that. That is just a tip of the iceberg. We wanted to attract international events, right? We wanted to actually live up to his existence, and that is why we came up to say that AYBSF will swing into action, come up with several activities, and these activities will lead us to another stage, another step, and like that we'll keep
going. Ranking what we have now, the park. No, not this, of course. Definitely not this.
That's foreign.
That
is the goal. That's where we want to get.
That's the whole idea.
Yeah.
So ranking the Adewale Baseball Park, where do you put this?
Right, the Adewale Baseball Park, as it is, looks like we're still at the foundation level.
Okay.
Right, and it has that potential. Of course, you know, when you build, you're constructing. It will still have the foundation and it will still have the structure, but it needs to be finished, right? Let's put some finishing touches to it to actually bring out that that glamour, that fame, that edifice of what a baseball park is. And I tell you, baseball is an American pastime. They live it, they drink it, they eat it, right? If that park looks like what we just seen on the footage, the whole world will come here. Dubai, as we have, is trying to come up with a baseball league like the Major League. So what did they do? They were attracting some ex-Major League Baseball players and attracting them, bringing them to come and start that. But you know what they lack? What do they lack? They lack the population. They lack the audience. And that's why we feel that we're at that advantage. This is Nigeria, this is Kwara, and I mean, this is Africa, and we can set the pace there.
The camp running presently at the Adewale Park, in terms of participation, what was the numbers of those involved like, and what was the spread gender-wise?
At the moment, we have about 53 kids of between ages 7 and 13, and we have about 30 boy, 23 female participants. And I was there this morning, and I still could pick the fact that they were promising in their upcoming, and they are enthusiastic with what we are doing, and they still want to keep up the game. So I saw one of them telling me he's going to tell, in fact, some brought their friends, and he's going to tell a friend about it.
Okay, talking about the visuals, I mean, the pictures that we've seen, okay, that's, I mean, took them into the classroom as well too.
To take them artificial intelligence.
Okay.
Visual.
Wait. You want to play baseball? What is the business of artificial intelligence with baseball?
Yeah. Thank you.
I can understand science. I did watch it.
Yeah, thank you. We one of our mantra is to use baseball to promote education, and we'll observe that it will look somehow when I bring your kids and tell them, oh, you just want to play baseball, without, also improving them in other aspects of their skills. So we'll observe that all over the world, sports and technology go hand in hand. Why? Sport is to keep you fit mentally, physically. Now,
a sound mind,
a sound mind,
a sound body.
You get it. Also requires you, because we are all adopters of technology. We are all using phone. We observe that for them, artificial intelligence is a trend now, and it will amaze you that some of them have some opinion, wrong opinion, right opinion, that we need to put to right. Like, you could see some of the kids telling us that with artificial intelligence, it means you can actually rob a bank. We have to redirect their, what they've known, their thinking, their thought, to the fact that
it does not turn them into
not only that, but it can actually be used, and it is being used to positively achieve quite a lot of values, drive a lot of values in society, because it will amaze you that they get to know all these things, right? And in their schools, some of them might never have the opportunity to be at the forum where they discuss. In fact, when the tutors are taking them, they don't want them to leave, right? We have to tell them, well, it's time, we have to leave, we'll continue again. So we see it as a platform to bring them out, to engage them, not only to play baseball and leave.